Hey guys, welcome to Next Gen Tech. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check the description box below for deals and discounts.
Today we're going to be repairing a 12 Pro Max with a busted screen right here. With these, they have a real good seal around them. First thing we're going to do is heat up on a heat mat here at 60 degrees Celsius. That'll take just a few minutes, usually 2 to 5 minutes, and then we'll go around, break up that adhesive, and get her loose. Right, so first thing we're going to do, take these pin lobes out. You know, they need to come out for the screen to come off. Really the only screw holding in the screen, the rest is clips and adhesive. So we'll put those on our magnetic mat there. Now we got those out, I'm gonna put this back on the heat. It'll still radiate some heat to help loosen up the adhesive around here. I'm just gonna go between the screen and the frame of the phone. Just kind of take a little tool to start breaking up that adhesive, just to weaken it up a little bit there. So hopefully we can go with our spudger and get it up a lot easier. Kind of rock this back and forth, slide, rock. We're not actually going underneath anything, just straight up and down. So yeah, we'll just kind of take it in here after breaking up that adhesive, snap some clips loose. There it is coming up. I'm not going very far with my tool, just enough to kind of prop it up, and we're going to open it up more with just our hands. All right, now we got that all clipped on loose. These will actually open to the left instead of the right like the previous model. So open it up, and first thing we're going to do is disconnect that battery. The battery is going to be, you can follow it here, you can see it coming out. It's going to be all the way up here at the top. Just disconnect that battery. Device no longer on. We're just going to continue taking off more plates to get to some of these connectors that we need. Pay attention to what screw head you use, because Apple will be sneaky and they'll change these up. Luckily, so far, everything's been tri-wing. Now this plate will lift up like so, and then come out. It's got a little hook right there that will catch into on that side of it. Now we're going to disconnect the screen. You know, unlike their previous models, there's only one connector, and then we're going to disconnect the proximity assembly up here at the top. So it don't really matter which order you do it in. Take like a decent fingernail. I usually will start at an edge. They pop right off. And there we are. Screen's off. Next step is to transfer the proximity assembly over to the new screen. These two are going to be Phillips screws. These two are going to be tri-wing. So we'll start with the Phillips. Tri-wing. Take this earpiece, and it just kind of folds out so we can see what we're working with underneath here. Now what I like to do is I'll take some alcohol and just kind of drop it in little spots here to hopefully loosen up some adhesive. On the other models, you could usually pry on brackets that they would sit in, but they now have the brackets molded to the frame that's attached to the glass of the screen. So no longer doing that, just have to slowly under here. Alcohol really helps, that's why it came out so easy right there. All right, so now we're going to put the proximity onto the new screen. Just kind of work with this bottom half first, kind of work it in place. A lot of this stuff will just kind of push in. By now the alcohol should have dried up. Say that adhesive that was previously on it, just make sure everything's back to where it was, laying pretty flush. And pushed in there. Next, you'll put this over top of it. That's going to essentially act like a plate for those lower components too and help hold them on. These right two screws were our Phillips over here that we kept on the handy dandy magnet pad. Little tech tip: if you cross thread screws sometimes, take it to the left a little bit. Just keep going until you hear a click. That means your threads are lined up right, and then you can tighten it down. We'll get the tri-wings over here. Now that we have the screen all made up, we're just going to get the phone right here. We're going to plug in some connections. So we'll start with the screen connection. Click in like a Lego block. You'll kind of feel it. Click in. And same with the battery. Battery always lasts. Do not connect anything or disconnect while the battery is plugged in. Alright, now we'll test it out before putting any plates down. Power it on. Alright, after testing everything seems to work fine. We're just going to put the plates on now. So we'll just line them up with a screw hole. And we'll get the screws in. Alright, now remember on this one, this is the one we have to kind of clip into here. So kind of turn the phone here, get a better angle at it. So that little latch there is going to catch. If you guys can see that. Then lay down like that. So that essentially is a little pivot point. We'll just start putting screws in after getting it in. Alright, now that we got the plates on, we're just going to close this up. We'll go down. And I kind of like to keep it lifted up. And then we'll kind of push into the top there first thing. And as you press down with your thumbs, you kind of want to do like a up motion, like you're pushing in that direction as you go down the frame. You just go all the way down the phone. And always make sure there's nothing in between the screen and the adhesive. If there is a shard of glass, a screw, a little screw or something, you know, that's going to cause problems. Your phone won't seal back down correctly, and you know, possibly break the screen, and that wouldn't be good after putting a new one on. Now just put the pin lobes back in. Alright, now from there, I'll put it back on the heat at 60 degrees Celsius, just screen down. But yeah, we'll let it sit on the heat for a couple of minutes just to activate that adhesive and be good to go.